It's not using the right camera.
Is it not?
Nope. Using the camera on the computer.
Is there an option to turn it around?
No. And I don't know how it works. It was using that camera before, and now it's using the other one. All I did was press go live. And that's the...
I don't want to turn the mic off. It's never done that before.
No, it hasn't. It says the camera's on as well.
This is a button that you can press in case there's an emergency.
If it hears you, it will cut the stream off, Penny.
Is it alright like that?
I suppose so. Hello. Yeah, sorry, this is the camera problems. But I think this is alright. Does this look alright? We had the camera set up, got to use like an external camera, and we had it all set up ready to go. Pressed go live on this thing, and then it swapped back to the other camera. Okay, so we'll start doing it at like about 5 minutes time or so. Wait for a few more people to come in. Get messages sent out. Mum and Pop say, "Hello, Penny," and "Well done for keeping quiet." Because if you talk, it stops the stream, doesn't it? Because we're not allowed to have kids on it. Why? Because we've set the stream as like an adult stream, so it's for over 18s. I don't know how to send a link to Mark.
I will send it to him in a messenger thing.
We've got 6 rounds. 6 rounds of 10 questions. And a bonus round of 5 questions. All of these questions, by the way, have been written by Mark Belshaw. So take it up with him. If anything's wrong, it's all his fault. So he wrote every single question apart from the bonus round. I wrote the bonus round, which is only 5 questions.
Katie and Mike are participating today, this evening. They haven't for the last couple of weeks, but Leanne and Teddy aren't. And Kirsty doesn't think that Lily is going to be playing either.
We'll wait till 5 past, then we'll start going, I suppose. How do I send the thing to Mark then?
I've sent it to him in a message.
Oh. Yes, Mum, I can see your messages. This is nice. A little thing. Good. People think we aren't there. I know they're not there. You just told me.
I'll explain later.
Spidey man from the gang. Who's that? Is that Drew?
Spidey Man, that's
Oh, that's Mark, isn't it? Yeah, that's Mark.
So that's who to blame if you don't like the question.
Okay, we'll wait. He says he'll be here in 2 minutes, so we'll wait till like 8:07. Give him an extra minute. Get himself sorted. He's putting the kids to bed, I
How
think.
do I see the comments? Oh, I don't like it like that.
So yeah, 6 rounds of 10 questions each, and 1 round of 5 questions, a bonus round after the 3rd round.
So Katie and Tom are here. Haven't heard from James and Ailey yet. How many people? have
Snooze,
got?
you lose.
7, 8. 8 people. there.
Snooze, you lose. Got 8 people in the thing so far. 0 thumbs up. Shocking.
Katie says that James and Ailey are hiding. They're scared of Tom and Katie
Why?
because last week they drew for the top
Right.
spot.
Okay, so we got a music round for round 1. We got movie quotes for round 2. History is round 3. Then a bonus round, which is my round. I wrote the bonus round. Everything else was written by Mark Belshaw. So if you've got a problem with that, take it up with him. The bonus round is spoonerisms. I'll explain them if you don't know what they are.
James and Ailey are there.
Round 4 is world's biggest numpties. Round 5 is one hit wonders, and round 6 is The Simpsons. No general knowledge. I suppose the whole thing's general knowledge, really, isn't it? Mix them all together, and that's your general knowledge round. Thomas is having problems. He can't see Mum's questions or Dad's questions by the looks of it. Oh dear.
Ask him.
Maybe if Mum, Keith and Catherine can just like keep messaging, maybe it'll refresh and come through for him after a while.
Well, did he see Mark's comment? That's what you need to know. Did he see Mark's?
Why?
And maybe his computer's just filling it out his mum and dad.
He's kidding.
I know.
Oh, so were you?
Yes.
I see. 1 more minute and then we'll get through this. I'm going to do it rapid as F. No. We'll be done by 8:30. I gotta say, Mark's questions are pretty damn hard. There's quite a few that I wouldn't be able to get. He's got quite niche references.
Right, you hold my phone because you've got to keep an eye on the comments while Mummy writes the answers.
Okay, everyone ready to go? We'll just start doing this then. Oh, excuse me. I'm not going to be able to see Mark. I'll be able to see the answers. Okay. So round 1, question 1. This is the music round. So who was the closing act of the 1969 Woodstock Festival? That's who was the closing act of the 1969 Woodstock Festival. Question 2. Reginald Kenneth Dwight is which musician's real name?
We had this in the virtual pub quiz a couple of weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Reginald Kenneth Dwight is which musician's real name? Question 3. The Cranberries hail from which country? Not the fruit, the musical act. The Cranberries hail from which country? Question 4. The Beatles formed in which year? Yeah, Mark's going to get 10 out of 10. He says he knows all these answers. You don't know the bonus round answers, though. I wrote those. The Beatles formed in which year? That was question 4. Question 5. What is Bono's real name? Question 5. What is Bono's real name? Penny's helping Fiona there. Question 6. What was the title of Mr. Blobby's #1 song? They're hard, aren't they?
Yes.
Question 6. What was the title of Mr. Blobby's #1 song? Question 7. What year did the Spice Girls release Wannabe? What year did the Spice Girls release Wannabe?
Really seeing the full roundness of Mark's music taste here, aren't we? Mr. Blobby, the Spice Girls.
Here's another one. Question 8. Which band was Justin Timberlake a member of?
Oh, I know this one.
That was, which band was Justin Timberlake a member of? Question 9. What song has more covers than any other song according to the Guinness World Records? Mark says, love JT. Question 9. What song has more covers than any other song according to the Guinness World Records? Question 10. This one's for Keith and Catherine. What was Stormzy's first #1 song in the UK? Big Stormzy fans.
I
Question.
don't even know any Stormzy songs.
I've listened to it a bunch. Question 10. What was Stormzy's first #1 song in the UK? Oh. Does anyone need repeats? Or am I going on to round 2? Okay, round 2. This is movie quotes. Question 1. Third test today, Mama Bear. Your ego is prego, no doubt about it. That was third test today, Mama Bear. Your ego is prego, no doubt about it. What's that movie quote from? Question 2. Indexed pension, tax exemption, clearing gutters, getting by, looking ahead to the day you die. Was from which film? Indexed pension, tax exemption, clearing gutters, getting by, looking ahead to the day you die. Question 3. I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this. I was thinking the same thing. That John Denver's full of shit, man. These are hard. Question 3. I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this. I was thinking the same thing. That John Denver's full of shit, man. Question 4. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. That was question 4. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Question 5. Well, I tried to start a revolution, but didn't print enough pamphlets, so hardly anyone turned up, except for my mum and her boyfriend, who I hate.
I watched this today.
You did, yeah? I was lucky. That was number 5. Well, I tried to start a revolution, but didn't print enough pamphlets, so hardly anyone turned up, except for my mum and her boyfriend, who I hate. Question 6. We ain't in the prisoner taking business. We're in the killing Nazis business. We ain't in the prisoner taking business. We're in the killing Nazis business. That was number 6. Number 7. The boy is dangerous. They all sense it. Why can't you? The boy is dangerous. They all sense it. Why can't you? Number 8. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. Thomas says he knows he's heard all of these, but he can't name any of them. Mark said, I've just realized these are quite hard.
Yeah.
They're pretty hard. Oh, Ruben's getting them all right. That's fair enough. Okay, number 8. Number 8. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. Number 9. 2319. We have a 2319. Number 9, 2319. We have a 2319. Question 10. Did your parents have any children that lived? I bet they regret that. You're so ugly, you could be a modern art masterpiece. I've never seen this film, so I wouldn't get this one. Question 10. Did your parents have any children that lived? I bet they regret that. You're so ugly, you could be a modern art masterpiece.
Can you say number 4 again?
Number 4. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I can hear it in my head.
I think the accent's quite important for that one. This is another film I
Do it
also
in the
haven't seen.
accent.
I'm assuming the accent is potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. I think that's the accent. You've seen it, and you like the films.
That's unfair. You're giving me clues.
True. Okay, round 3. Mark's history round. Strap in if you thought those were hard. Whoo-wee. Okay, history. Question 1. Who invented the skip?
Shut up.
That's his first question. It's a joke question, but it's his first one. Who invented the skip? Who invented the skip? Who invented the skip? That's not a clue, by the way. There's a genuine answer.
No.
That is a question from Alan Partridge. Mark wants me to explain it's from Alan Partridge. Who invented the skip? Question 2. Who fired the shot that sparked World War One? It was number 2. Who fired the shot that sparked World War One? Question 3. Who was the last king of France before the revolution? Mark's adding the shot that killed Franz Ferdinand. So who fired the shot that sparked World War One? The shot that killed Franz Ferdinand. Sorry, number 3. Who was the last king of France before the revolution? Question 4. Who conquered Mount Everest first? Like from Paw Patrol, Benny said. No, not like from Paw Patrol. Who conquered Mount Everest first? There were 2 names, but if you can get one of them, you'll get points.
Is Ruben getting all these ones right?
Yeah, is Ruben getting these ones as well, Mark? Question 5. Which famous musician attempted to be sworn in as a federal agent at large by Richard Nixon? Which famous musician attempted to be sworn in as a federal agent at large by Richard Nixon?
I haven't got a scoop.
Question 6. Which infamous serial killer had a pocketbook made from his skin post-execution? Which infamous serial killer had a pocketbook made from his skin post-execution?
I feel like some ABCs might have helped out here.
ABCs?
Like multiple choice.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, that would probably would have been better. Question 7. How many deaths were there estimated to be from the 1918 Spanish flu?
No, nobody's subscribing.
Yeah, a tiny extra clue that Mark has put in is which infamous serial killer had a pocketbook made from his skin post-execution, which is on display in the Surgeons Museum in Edinburgh, if that helps. So question 7, how many deaths were there estimated to be from the 1918 Spanish flu? Question 8, how many businesses of Donald Trump's have gone bankrupt? That was how many businesses of Donald Trump's have gone bankrupt? Question 9. What does the word Viking mean in Old Norse?
Holy smokes, it's hard.
What does the word Viking mean in Old Norse?
I'm with Thomas. I also might be looking at 0 out of 10 on this one.
Question 10. What year was Mount Rushmore opened? Yeah, these are brutal.
Mark, if these questions are anything to go by, you're never making one again.
He says, I've never made a pub quiz before, soz. It's hard, isn't it? Like, it's hard to gauge like questions. So the last one, what year was Mount Rushmore opened? Does anyone need any repeaters of round 3 at all? We'll do the quick. Hopefully these ones are a bit easier. If you understand what spoonerisms are, this one should be a little easier. This is the bonus round of 5 questions about spoonerisms. So they're celebrities. So a spoonerism is where you switch the first letters of each name from the first. So I can't think of an example. The first letter of your first name swaps over to the last name. Oh, this is impossible to explain. Why did I do this?
Give an example.
I can't think of an example. So my name is spoonerized would be Fedward Illips. Mark Belshaw's would be Bark Melshaw. Penny's would just be Penny Phillips. Fiona's would just be Fiona Phillips. Fiona Phillips. So if that makes sense, here's the spoonerisms round. Okay, so they're all celebrities. Question 1. Jekyll Maxon. Question 1 is Jekyll Maxon. Who is that celebrity spoonerized? Question 2. Muno Brars. Muno Brars. Question 3. Wally Hillaby. Wally Hillaby.
That's a good one.
Question 4. Hom Tanks. Hom Tanks. And question 5. Lennifer Jorrance.
Katie's messaged me. It's my sister saying, finally got some points.
Question 5 is Lennifer Jorrance. Okay, that was the bonus round. We just crack on with getting through the answers for the first 3, 4, 3.5 rounds. Okay, so round 1, the music round. Who was the closing act of the 1969 Woodstock Festival? That was the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
I just put Jimi Hendrix.
Or just Jimi Hendrix. I'd go with
Yes, what a guess.
that. Mum says, phew, that was a nice breather. Yeah, so the answer for question 1 is the Jimi Hendrix Experience, or if you just put Jimi Hendrix, then you get points. Question 2. Reginald Kenneth Dwight is which musician's real name? It's Elton John. So question 2 was Elton John. The Cranberries hail from which country? It's Ireland. So question 3 is Ireland. Question 4. The Beatles formed in which year? 1960.
Oh, no, I said 1961 and that was a guess.
So question 4 was 1960. Question 5. What is Bono's real name? Paul Hewson.
Not Phil Jarvis.
Phil Jarvis. Close. You're so close, Fiona. Paul Hewson was number 5. What was the title of Mr. Blobby's number 1 song? It's Mr. Blobby.
I was going to put that and then because I was just guessing and then Penny went, no, put Blobbity Blue.
Blobbity Blue. Blobby. Okay, question 6, the answer was Mr. Blobby. Question 7, what year did the Spice Girls release Wannabe? It was 1996.
Yes! Guess!
So question 7 was 1996. Which band was Justin Timberlake a member of? It was NSYNC. NSYNC. Question 9. What song has more covers than any other song according to the Guinness World Records? It's Yesterday by the Beatles. So number 9 was Yesterday by the Beatles. And what was Stormzy's first number 1 song in the UK? I don't know how Dad got this, but he claims he did. It's Vossi Bop.
I put Fossy.
Fossy.
Like F-O-Z-Z-Y.
I'd say you get that.
And
You're
then Bop.
close enough. Oh, Fossy Bop. Fozzy Bop.
Yeah.
So question 10 was Vossi Bop. What were your scores on round 1?
Katie and Tom got 1.
1. Yikes. Katie and Tom 1. Mum and Dad 2 out of 10. Thomas got 2 out of 10. Fiona got 5 out of 10. Not bad.
6 out of 10 for James and Ailey.
They're Googling. I'm kidding. Oh, pour that in a bit. Mark says he thinks it gets easier. I'd say it does get a little bit easier. Possibly.
Your
The one-
dad Googled, that's cheating.
Only after, I think. I don't think he counted the score if he did. Okay, answers for round 2. Movie quotes. Third test today, Mama Bear. Your ego is prego. No doubt about it. Was from Juno.
Yes, I knew that one.
So number 1 was Juno. Number 2, indexed pension, tax exemption, clearing gutters, getting by, looking ahead to the day you die. Is from Train Spotting.
Oh, yes.
So question 2, the answer is Train Spotting. Number 3, I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this. I was thinking the same thing. That John Denver's full of shit, man. It was from Dumb and Dumber. So question 3 is Dumb and Dumber. Number 4, potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. It's from Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. If you just put Lord of the Rings, that's fine. I'd give you that. So Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, or just Lord of the Rings, or just The Two Towers. Question 5. Well, I tried to start a revolution, but didn't print enough pamphlets, so hardly anyone turned up, except for my mum and her boyfriend, who I hate. It was from Thor Ragnarok. Mark's for, hey guys, big gulps, huh? Every time I hear that, it just cracks me up from Dumb and Dumber. Okay, so question 5, your answer was Thor Ragnarok. Number 6, we ain't in the prisoner taking business, we're in the Nazi killing business, is from Inglourious Bastards.
I guess I've never seen that film and I got it.
It's pretty good. Question 6 was Inglourious Bastards. And number 7, the boy is dangerous, they all sense it. Why can't you? Is from Star Wars, The Phantom Menace.
Yes, what a guess.
If that was me, I would have guessed like Harry Potter or something.
It was either the Phantom Menace or the next one. Attack of the Clones or whatever one it is.
Mum says she thought that potato one was from the Baked Potato song.
What's the baked potato song?
I think it's George Doors. Thank you, baked potato.
Alright.
Do be nice, don't be bad. Thank you, baked potato. It's not quite a film though, is it, Mum? Question 8. So question
Katie
7.
says that on that one they guessed Tarzan.
Tarzan. So question 7, your answer should have been Star Wars or The Phantom Menace, but Star Wars would have sufficed. Big potato saved my life. Question 8. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. It's from Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 2. I would accept Harry Potter. I would also accept just Deathly Hallows. I'd also accept Part 2.
You would not accept Part 2. Hunger Games Part 2.
They thought they were guessing songs. Oh. I did say it was movie quotes. Sorry.
We'd already done the music round.
Yeah. So yeah, question 8, Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2. Number 9 is 2319. We have a 2319 is from Monsters Inc. So number 9 is Monsters Inc. Question 10, did your parents have any children that lived? I bet they regret that. You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece. It's from Full Metal Jacket. Never seen it. So question 10 was Full Metal Jacket. What are the scores on the doors? Thomas got 4 out of 10. Fiona got 7. Wow, that's quite impressive.
Katie got and Tom got 4.
Katie and Tom got 4.
James and Ailey got 5.
Mum and Dad got 0.
Because they were not even doing the right round.
They were answering the wrong things. Oopsie. Okay, the answers for the history round. Question 1. I don't know how if anyone got this, I will be absolutely blown away. Who invented the skip? It was a guy called Edwin Walker.
Harold Skip.
Harold Skip! It's worth a shot, I guess. So question 1 was Edwin Walker. Question 2, who fired the shot that sparked World War I? That was Gavrilo Princip. Again, blown away if you got that. Did you get that?
Nope.
Okay.
I just put Germany.
Germany shot the first. Question 3. Who was the last king of France before the revolution? It was Louis the 16th.
I put Louis IX.
So question 3 is Louis the 16th. Question 4, who conquered Mount Everest first? There's 2 names. You could have Sir Edmund Hillary, or you could have Tenzing Norgay. He's the most important man in modern history that barely anyone's heard of. So you could have had Sir Edmund Hillary or Tenzing Norgay. Question 5. Which famous musician attempted to be sworn in as a federal agent at large by Richard Nixon? Was Elvis Presley.
I put Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton. It's worth a shot. Eric Clapton. It sounds so funny.
He's a little folksy singer.
So question 5 is Elvis Presley. Question 6. Question 6. Which infamous serial killer had a pocketbook made from his skin post-execution? It was William Burke.
Oh, I put Burke.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So question 6 was William Burke from Burke and Hare. Those 2 guys. Question 7. How many deaths were there estimated to be from the 1918 Spanish flu? And it was 50 million.
I said 50 to 100 million.
Yeah, okay. Go with that. 50 million. 50 million. Question 8. How many businesses of Donald Trump's have gone bankrupt? It's 6. So question 8 was 6. Question 9. What does the word Viking mean in Old Norse? It means pirate raid. What did you put?
Warrior.
Okay. Pirate raid for question 9. Question 10. What year was Mount Rushmore opened? It was 1941. So question 10 was 1941. Ooh.
3 out of 10 for Katie and Tom.
One out of 10 for
sending
Thomas.
me audio. This is going to be trouble. 2 out of 10 for James and Ailey.
1 out of 10 for Thomas. 4 out of 10 for Fiona. 2 out of 10 for Mum and Dad. Yikers.
Oh, hang on. No, I've marked Harold Skip correct. It's 3 out of 10.
Oh. Fiona thought she got 4, but she got 3. She ticked Harold Skip for who invented the skip.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Mike and Katie's scores are coming in now. So they got 3 for round 1, 4 for round 2, and then 1 for that last round.
Okay, answers for the spoonerism round, the bonus round. So question 1, Jekyll Maxton is Michael Jackson. Number 2, Muno Brars is Bruno Mars. Question 3, Wally Hillaby is Holly Willoughby. Question 4, Hom Tanks is Tom Hanks. And question 5, Lennifer Jorrance is Jennifer Lawrence. Who got 5 out of 5 on that one? What was that noise?
That's my notifications, but I thought I turned them off. It's Mike and Katie saying that they got 5, and then Katie and Tom also got 5. And James and Ailey got 5.
Nice.
Right. Couple of minute break so I can put Penny to bed.
Okay. I'm gonna have like a 5-10 minute break. Not 10 minute,
No,
5
we'll
minute
start
break.
back at 8:45.
8:45. We will do round 4, which is world's biggest numpties.
Blow daddy kisses.
So you can get drinks and all sorts of things. Pee breaks and that. I'm not going to do a dance for mid-show entertainment. Mimo says night-night, Penny.
Night-night.
Penny says night. Hopefully you just didn't hear it. What beverages are people drinking? This is nice. This is a silky stout from Loch Lomond Brewery. Oatmeal stout. It's really good. Not usually a stout person, but this is good. Vimto melon diluting juice. Sounds good, Mark. Oh yeah, you've had that in your house before, the melon diluting juice. I would say that the questions do get a touch easier. This next one's a little bit tricky. The world's biggest numpties. Then question 5 is one-hit wonders. I reckon people will get a fair few of these ones. Possibly. And then round 6 is The Simpsons. Some of these are a bit niche, but you might be able to get some of them. Oh yeah, Mum's having her posh fizzy water. Mexican lime and mint. I'm not a fan of mint. Like minty water, like mojitos and stuff. Not a fan. I made some good cookies today. There's a lady on the internet called the Domestic Rebel. She does all these crazy like American recipes, and she has these big fat chunky cookies recipe. Oh, they were good. I'm gonna make another one, another batch. Big chocolate chips in them. It was yummy. They tasted lovely, Mum. Slightly crispy on the outside, and then super doughy and fudgy on the inside. They were good. So we'll wait a couple of minutes, wait for Fiona to come back. I'm fudgy on the inside and on the outside. This is fun waiting, isn't it? I don't know how YouTubers and stuff do it. They just talk away. Talk for ages. I can't talk like that. There's no response. So just sitting here looking like a lemon. And there's a lot of glare off these glasses. I'll talk like that.
She went to bed last night.
In her time. I am not going to dance. Do be good. Don't be bad. Thank you, baked potato. Baked potato saved my life. Do 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 do. Mark, do you have the question sitting beside you, like on your pieces of paper that you sent me? You got a question about one of them. Question 3 of the world's biggest numpties. Is there another way of saying the answer? Text it to me rather than on here, obviously. Like, is there a more common name for the answer? Yeah, it's been raining all day. Quite heavy as well. Quite heavy rain all day. Okay. I'll add that in. I don't know how long to wait for because Fiona's been up there a while and it's pretty boring having you guys just sit and watch me for a while we twiddle our thumbs waiting. Actually, screw it, we'll just get on with it. She can just catch up. Okay, ready for round 4. These are the world's biggest numpties, originally named World's Biggest Ball Bags, but we decided to change the name for decency. So, world's biggest numpties. Question 1. How many children does Boris Johnson have? That's question 1. How many children does Boris Johnson have? Question 2. How much is Kim Kardashian worth? How much is Kim Kardashian worth? Question 3. What did Joseph Stalin die of? What did Joseph Stalin die of? Question 4. What taunt/nickname was given to Margaret Thatcher in 1971 when she stopped junior pupils getting free milk? That was what What taunt/nickname was given to Margaret Thatcher in 1971 when she stopped junior pupils getting free milk? Question 5. Which of Michael Jackson's children did he dangle off a balcony in 2002? Which of Michael Jackson's children did he dangle off a balcony in 2002? Question 6. Which singer paid $1,500 to have his hat Which singer paid $1,500 to have his hat flown first class across the Atlantic? Which singer paid $1,500 to have his hat flown first class across the Atlantic?
Can I get your phone a sec?
Question 7. What animal did David Cameron fornicate with to enable him to join a private club whilst at Oxford? What animal did David Cameron fornicate with to enable him to join a private club whilst at Oxford? Question 8. Which year did Kanye West interrupt Taylor Swift's win at the VMA Awards? Which year did Kanye West interrupt Taylor Swift's win at the VMA Awards? Question 9. How much money did Boris Johnson pledge to give the NHS a week and had printed on the side of a bus? How much money did Boris Johnson pledge to give the NHS a week and had printed on the side of a bus? Uh, 2 seconds, apologies. Question 10. How much tax did Amazon pay in the UK in 2018 with profits of 10.9 billion? Was it A, 120 million, B, 220 million, or C, 300 million? How much tax did Amazon pay in the UK in 2018 with profits of 10.9 billion? Was it A, 120 million, 220 million, or 300 million?
Can I get 1 to 3 quickly?
1 to 3. How many children does Boris Johnson have? How much is Kim Kardashian worth? And what did Joseph Stalin die of? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Round 5. This is one-hit wonders. So I'm going to give you a segment of the lyrics from these one-hit wonder songs. You need to answer the song title and the artist, but if you can just get the artist, that's fine. If you can just get the song, that's fine. These are quite tricky. So song and artist for the answer, if you can. Question 1. It's party time and not 1 minute we can lose. Think of all the one-hit wonder artists. Question 1. It's party time and not 1 minute we can lose. Question 2. But you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. Question 2. But you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. Question 3. His eyes was his tools and his smile was his gun, but all he had come for was having some fun. I wouldn't get this one. I know the song, but I wouldn't get it from those lyrics. Those are tricky. So question 3. His eyes was his tool and his smile was his gun, but all he had come for was having some fun. Question 4. On the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. Mark says, I just wanted you to read that out. Question 5. At this moment, you mean everything. You in that dress, my thoughts I confess, verge on dirty. At this moment, you mean everything. You in that dress, my thoughts I confess, verge on dirty. Question 6. Don't touch me, please. I cannot stand the way you tease. I love you, though you hurt me so. Don't touch me, please. I cannot stand the way you tease. I love you, though you hurt me so. Question 7. Touching you, touching me, touching you. God, you're touching me.
Wasn't really a one-hit wonder.
No, they weren't really. They're not very big just now, but touching you, touching me, touching you. God, you're touching me. Question 8. It ain't easy to say goodbye. Darling, please don't start to cry, 'cause girl, you know I've got to go, and Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Calm down, this is a PG pub quiz. What am I on? It ain't easy to say goodbye. Darling, please don't start to cry, 'cause girl, you know I've got to go, and Lord, I wish it wasn't so. That was question 8. Question 9. You say we've got something in common, no common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. What was all that nonsense about it getting easier? So question 9, you say we've got something in common, no common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. This people might get this one. Number 10. He drinks a whiskey drink. He drinks a vodka drink. He drinks a lager drink. He drinks a cider drink. To you, Mark, these are all mega famous songs. That's the biggest downfall of like writing questions. Because you know them, you think they're well known and famous and big. But these, like, yes, they're all really big songs. But the sections of lyrics you've taken from are very minor in terms of the songs. He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. That was question 10. Round 6 is The Simpsons. We'll just crack on straight into it. I don't need repeaters of anything. Uh-oh. Here's a troubling thing that Mark's just said. These Simpsons questions are easy if you watch The Simpsons as much as I do. I don't watch The Simpsons. Neither does Fiona.
I actually don't know anybody who watches The Simpsons.
No. It used to be good, but now it's a bit crap.
Except Mark.
Okay. Round 6 is The Simpsons. Some of these are pretty straightforward. Some of them are a bit deep. So question 1. What is Homer's middle name? What is Homer's middle name? Question 1. This one's well deep. Question 2. Which wild animal does Homer at first believe to be Milhouse in the doghouse? Which wild animal does Homer at first believe to be Milhouse in the doghouse? I think I've got a name wrong in this one. Correct me if this is wrong. Question 3. What was Monty Burns' beloved lost teddy called? Is he called Monty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought that was wrong.
He's Montgomery Burns.
Yeah, I thought I'd written it down wrong. So question 3 was, what was Monty Burns' beloved lost teddy called? Question 4, what is Bart short for? I can hear Dad screaming because of his little legs. What is Bart short for?
It's a classic Keith Stewart.
You won't get points if you put because he's got short legs, Dad. What is Bart short for? Question 5. What is Marge's maiden name? What's your surname? Sir Chris Stefano. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Sir Chris Stefano. Question 5. What is Marge's maiden name? Question 6. Who did Matt Groening name Marge and Homer after? Is it not who did he base them after, not name them after? So who did Matt Groening base Marge and Homer after? Or is it actually name after? So who did Matt Groening name Marge and Homer after? Well, Mark's confirmed it's their names. So who did Matt Groening name Marge and Homer after? Question 7. What was the name of the company Homer worked at briefly as a train conductor? What was the name of the company Homer worked at briefly as a train conductor? Question 8. What are Ned Flanders' kids called? What are Ned Flanders' kids called? Question 9. What animal does Homer eat that almost poisons him? What animal does Homer eat that almost poisons him? And question 10. Who guest starred under a pseudonym in the episode Stark Raving Dad and sang Lisa's birthday song? Who guest starred under a pseudonym in the episode Stark Raving Dad and sang Lisa's birthday song? Is that the Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. I think that's that one. Is that the end? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Let's go through the answers. Unless anyone needs any questions read out again. I think we're all good. Okay, round 4. Here's the answers for round 4, World's Biggest Numpties. Question 1. How many children does Boris Johnson have? The answer is 6 that he will acknowledge, Mark has added. Mum says, no general knowledge? No. So the answer for question 1 is 6 that he will acknowledge, or just 6. Question 2, how much is Kim Kardashian worth? It's $1 billion. $1 billion. What did Joseph Stalin die of? It's a cerebral hemorrhage or bleed on the brain. And because he executed all the doctors, Mark has added. Question 4. What taunt/nickname was given to Margaret Thatcher in 1971 when she stopped junior pupils getting free milk? It was the milk snatcher. Mark says a stroke will do as well for question 3. He died of a stroke. So question 4, the answer is milk snatcher. Question 5, which of Michael Jackson's children did he dangle off a balcony in 2002? You can answer Prince or Blanket or Blanky. Question 6, which singer paid $1,500 to have his hat flown first class across the Atlantic? It was Bono. Bono! Bono! Question 7, what animal did David Cameron fornicate with to enable him to join a private club whilst at Oxford? It was a pig. So question 7 was pig.
That should probably be allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. No, I thought there was photos of it. Anyway, I can't imagine his lawyers are going to get onto me. Which year did Kanye West interrupt Taylor Swift's win at the VMA Awards? It was 2008. Number 8 was 2008. Question 9. How much money did Boris Johnson pledge to give the NHS a week and had printed on the side of a bus? It was £350 million. So question 9 was 350 million. Question 10. How much tax did Amazon pay in the UK in 2018 with profits of 10.9 billion? The answer was B, 220 million. What were your scores on round 4? Fiona got 3 out of 10.
Katie and Tom got 3 out of 10.
Katie and Tom
5
3.
out of 10 for James and Ailey.
5 out of 10. Wow. They got really good like general knowledge. Mum and Dad 4. Thomas 4. Okay, answers for round 5.
4 for Mike and Katie.
4 for Mike and Katie. Answers for round 5, one-hit wonders. Question 1 is Party Time and Not 1 Minute We Can Lose is Saturday Night by Wigfield.
Is what?
Saturday Night by Wigfield. Question 2, but you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like it never happened and that we were nothing. Somebody that I used to know by Gautier. Don't know how you pronounce it. Gautier. Question 3, his eyes was his tools and his smile was his gun, but all he had come for was having some fun. Cotton Eye Joe by the Rednecks. Question 4, on the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk is I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred. On the catwalk. Do. Have you heard that one? Have you not?
I've heard I'm Too Sexy. I've never...
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Question 5. At this moment, you mean everything. You in that dress, my thoughts I confess. Verge on dirty. Is Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners. Question 6. Don't touch me, please. I cannot stand the way you tease. I love you, though you hurt me so. Is Tainted Love by Soft Cell. You get 1 point if you get Tainted Love, and you get 1 point if you got Soft Cell. Like
one or the other.
One or the other, yeah. If you've got Tainted Love, you get a point. If you've got Soft Cell, you get a point.
If you've got both, you get a point.
Yeah, if you got both, you get a point. Or should we do double points for this one? If you've got the artist and the name of the song, you get double points. Make it interesting. So this round is worth 20 points. Question 7, touching you, touching me, touching you, God, you're touching me, is I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness. Mark says he made that whole round because he thought it would be funny watching me say the sexy lyrics.
There was a high chance it was going to be me reading them out, so how do you feel about that?
So question 7 was I Believe in a Thing Called Love by The Darkness. Question 8, it ain't easy to say goodbye. Darling, please don't start to cry, because girl, you know I've got to go, and Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Is Saved Tonight by Eagle Eyed Cherry. Question 9, you say we've got something in common, no common ground to start from, and we're falling apart. Is Breakfast at Tiffany's by Deep Blue Something. So question 9 is Breakfast at Tiffany's, Deep Blue Something. 10, he drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink, is Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba.
Four out of 20 for James and Ailey.
Is that next door? Or is it Penny upstairs? I'm hearing a weird noise Put me
It
off.
might be Penny. It might be Penny's bedtime stories playing in the speaker.
It's loud, isn't it?
Katie and Tom got 2 out of 10 in the
Mark, you thought all of these were easy rounds because you wrote them.
Waziks, and then
What?
on the
What?
Waziks round.
The Waziks round.
And then they got 4 out of 20 on the Numpty Wonders.
Waziks.
No, I forgot what you called the round.
Numpties.
World's biggest numpties.
Waziks. Okay, here's the answers for the Simpsons round 6. Question 1. What is Homer's middle name? It's J.
The only question I think I've got right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So J is the answer for question 1. Question 2. Which wild animal does Homer at first believe to be Milhouse in the doghouse? It's a badger. So a badger for question 2. What was Monty Burns' beloved lost teddy called? Bobo. Question 3 is Bobo. Question 4. What is Bart short for? It's Bartholomew.
Katie and Mike got 1 out of 20 in that last round.
Bummer. Bartholomew. Question 5. What is Marge's maiden name? It's Bouvier. So Bouvier for question 5. Who did Matt Groening name Marge and Homer after? It was his parents. So question 6 was his parents. What was the name of the company Homer worked at briefly as a train conductor? It was the Monorail. That was question 7, Monorail. Question 8, what are Ned Flanders' kids called? Rod and Todd.
Oh, I said Ned and Todd.
Ned and Todd. That's quite close. So Rod and Todd for question 8. What animal does Homer eat that almost poisons him? It was a pufferfish.
I said blowfish.
I'd give you that. It's kind of the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah. A pufferfish. So question 10. Who guest starred under a pseudonym in the episode Stark Raving Dad and sang Lisa's birthday song? It was Michael Jackson.
Yes, I guess.
How did we do on that round?
8 out of 10 for James and Ailey.
8 out of 10. Big Simpsons fans for
6 out
James
of
and
10 for
Ailey.
Katie and Tom.
Fiona's 5 out of 10. What did Kate and Tom get? 6. 6 for Kate and Tom. That's not bad. Mum and Dad, 2 out of 10. Thomas, 6 out of 10.
6 for Mike and Katie.
6 for Mike and Katie.
Right, overall scores now then, eh?
Yeah,
Who's confused guardsman?
Hmm?
Who's confused guardsman?
No idea. You got 9 out of 10 though.
So if it's out of 75, it's out of 75.
Oh, it's Ruben.
Oh,
Ruben got 9 out of 10. Well done.
so he let his son hear you say all those sexy lyrics.
19 out of 75 for Mum and Dad. Yikes, these are hard ass questions.
Okay, so
24.
24 out of 75 for Mike and Katie.
24 for Thomas.
35 out of 75 for James and Ailey. And 26 out of 75 for Katie. And Tom.
So James and Ailey win again.
James and Ailey win again.
35. Wowzers. Those were hard questions, Mark. I like we were talking about it before. He was like, "Are these questions too hard and stuff?" And I thought just because of my knowledge, a lot of them were quite hard. But yeah, they were pretty tricky.
Well, nobody got half marks. 35 is less than half. 75.
Mark says, "Want me to do next week's, guys?" You could try it again next week. Just make them a bit easier. Make them more broad. That was my mistake when I first did it. My questions were hard the first week. I found.
Because you stuck too much within your knowledge base.
Yeah, that's what Mark did.
And Mark went even further. He went, "What are my favourite things?" And that's what I'm going to ask questions about.
I'm shite at the music ones, and that was like half the quiz, Thomas says. Yeah, I guess there was quite a lot of music questions. I think Thomas should write the questions next week.
Oh, God. We'd have a Terry Pratchett round. Games.
A Babylon 5 round. Star Trek round.
Amanda Palmer.
A Farscape round. Amanda Palmer, I don't think he likes it anymore.
I always think of that when we were
Computer
playing
game
Worms, and he would make us listen to what was Amanda Palmer's band called?
I can't remember. Just Amanda Palmer, wasn't it?
No, it had a proper name.
Exclusively questions about LucasArts adventure games.
Dresden Dolls, that's what they were. I knew it was something dolls.
Oh, yeah. I think you should do it, Thomas. You up for it? Yeah, Thomas says Dresden Dolls. Is that where you read that from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm getting that well later than you.
It's a bit of a mixture, I think.
Yeah, Thomas, you do the questions next week. Do you want to do that?
He says okay.
Did he?
That's what's come up here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Please do not make them so niche, though.
Yeah, don't make them super hard. What color is night? Okay, that was kind of fun. Thanks for doing the questions, Mark. I didn't think they were going to be that hard, but I guess they were pretty tricky. You'll have to do another set of questions to redeem yourself. Everyone get 10 out of 10. Easy peasy.
Your mum is such a sook.
It's fun, whatever the category. Thank you, Mark. Oh, Dad, with biting remark. Yeah, thanks, Mark. Really, really cool questions. Not. I don't like. Mark's just said. At least everyone knows who invented the skip now. Genuinely can't remember what his name was.
No, I can't either.
Edwin something. Edwin something. I can't remember. Jeff Skip. What was yours, Harry?
Harold Skip.
Harold Skip. That's who invented the skip. Harold Skip.
Because I marked it as correct.
Everyone's saying I can't remember. Mark said he can't either. Harold Skip. That'll do. Okay, that was good fun. Thomas is writing the questions next week, so tune in for that. Because it'll be all questions about space and rockets and Babylon 5.
And games.
And Adventure Time and games. GTA. Thomas's favourite game so far has been Red Dead Redemption, so he'll probably have loads of questions about that.
You're trying to incite a riot online.
He won't stop going on about Red Dead Redemption. It's like, okay, I get it. Your name's in the credits. Incorrect. Night. Bye. Don't know why I said night there.
Because your mum said
I think his mum said it. I'm going to stop the stream now. Bye-bye.